Yeah.
I'm in an alley in Vegas.
In a
I want to
van.
be in a van with a homeless-looking millionaire, which is kind of dope.
We say multi. So an insurrectionist.
You look like Ben Stiller in Heartbreak Kid. Remember when he gets trapped in Mexico and he's trying to come back in?
Do you know what's crazy?
He's all saving the baby as they're wading the river with the illegal immigrants.
Guess who was really close to getting that movie?
Jamie Kennedy.
And then...
Dude, you could probably say that about so many.
Yeah.
You've probably been in some big rooms.
Huge rooms.
What was the one? Jamie?
Are you interviewing me again?
Yes, bro.
Which one? What one? The room? Which one? What do you mean?
What was like the one where you were, if you got it, the auditions, if you got it, like you wouldn't be here right now. Was there any opportunity like that?
I've had a lot of big successes.
I know you have, but I'm talking about like A-list. Like, would there be any? I'm not saying the Heartbreak Kid would have been.
No, but I know. It's like I've been in 2 movies. One movie that's won Oscar, the Best Picture. As Good as It Gets. I've been.
You know, I never saw As Good as It. Oh, I did. I don't
know. I have to think about it, but there's been definitely moments where I was up for something and it would have been a game changer. But
are you happy how things shaped out?
Well, I'll tell you. I think there's things I love. There's certain things I regret. I'm not one of those people that says I have no regrets. I definitely have regrets.
I hate those people, yeah.
But everything's changed. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter.
I went for a role as a gay guy recently, a couple years ago, and TNT said they don't want to see me because I'm not authentically gay.
TNT?
And my agent goes, I don't know what he does at 7:00.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like seriously, so that.
Do you have to suck a cock to prove? Yeah,
probably. But they were like, just so that's not the world I grew up in. I grew up in whatever if you make people believe it, that's good acting.
That's right.
So,
that's the craft.
And then we have to be more inclusive to everybody. You know that, right? You're a white guy. You're born on third base, whatever. Even though you went to jail, you did some serious time. So we need to have more stories by everybody, and it's happening. But with that happening, though, there is a pushback. My last 3 roles that I went in for were like creepy. I like the white guys, like the serial killer, or
that's good. That's the look you have.
Well, right now, thank you, Johnny. So
you look like Paul Giamatti.
Who lost weight on Ozempic.
Yeah, for sure. Ozempic, Paul Giamatti, dude. We've only been going in for 40 minutes. We have another hour.
You don't have
at least,
to.
Bro.
No, if I got an hour out of you, I'm more than happy.
Yeah, no, but
I
believe in longer. No. People are such. I believe in like really longer podcasts.
I do too. So let me ask you a question. You want to get married.
Yeah.
You want to have a kid.
Yeah.
Are you prepared to do all this?
I need more money, and I need to be a
better. But where's
your
mental space? Your mental head.
It's coming. I'm working. Trust me, I'm working on it.
Are you in therapy?
No.
No. I'm just interviewing a lot of drug dealers and felons on my pod, but the numbers are good.
I hope therapy. Who needs that shit?
Oh, some people help.
Some people really, really need it. But I'm not like that. I need
I mean, you survived in jail, so I give you that's a lot.
It's just discipline, bro.
Yeah.
It's discipline saying, you know what? I'm not gonna like jerk off to this girl in my DMs. Right? It's like something that simple, right? Like it's that kind of shit where you're like, it's turning away.
Do you think you're a sex addict?
Yeah, and it's for sure. Sex addict tendencies or whatever. Yeah.
So you get a DM, some girl will send you something dirty. It's not just a picture.
But it's. I wish it was just like chicks. You know, some guys are just like, just bring the whores out of women. It's like it's chicks that want to like date me, right? So it's worse than that. Like it's my time, it's my mental energy. It's like flirting. You know, DMing for hours, getting them to like there's like this rush of excitement. So there is sexuality in it, but it's also like, yeah, this is gonna be something. So it's almost like love addiction in a way too. It is sexuality, but it's also like that rush of fools rush in kind of shit. So
love bomb.
I try not to love bomb anymore, but I've love bombed. I've bombed. Oh, I've love bombed.
On purpose?
Because I wanted the pussy. So yeah, on purpose. Yeah. It's f***ed up.
And then once you hit it.
Yeah. I'm like, oof, God, the hour. Look at the time.
Really?
I mean, a few times, yeah, and it's terrible, bro. It's terrible. But mostly like this last relationship I had, it was a genuine like really loved the person.
Yeah.
But we took no time between. I was in no position because I just got over that. Remember the belly aching? Remember I used to, at the Pita Hut?
A comedian.
Yeah, a female comedian. I had just gotten over this like spell for like 2.5 years, and then I met this really amazing person, but I was not ready. And the man has to be the one to be responsible and say, hey, we got to get to know each other first to make sure this is going to be something. You know what I mean? So we fell in love too quick, and then I realized, I don't think it's like romantic like that. You know what I mean? So that hurt too. Then I had to be like, hey, sorry. Like, I know.
You mean it wasn't like romantic?
Yeah, I just didn't see her like that. So, but my
But
point
you had
is,
sex with her, but the sex was just physical.
no, it was a thing where it was like, yeah, I lost romantic physical attraction to her pretty quick, but she was a best friend, you know what I mean? And you can't do that, bro. Guys have to like always look at their chicks as like a piece of meat. I really like first, and then you fall in love with everything else, right? That she has a job and that she's down for you and all that, right? But that takes time. That's my point.
Well,
you can't be meeting my parents after a month, like what happened with the last one. It's too quick.
If you have to crave your partner, you have to crave your chick, and you want to. Yeah. It's like, I know what you're saying.
So that's my point. So there's all these issues, and yeah, cheating and shit for sure. Cheated like a. So all of these.
What if she watches this? Do you care?
No, I want her to I want her to understand. I'm gonna write her another email.
Does she?
I'm gonna write her another email. I plan to email
Why
her. Dude.
an email?
I'm gonna email her because I want her to understand. Like,
so you write it out in a thing.
Because for me, I want to understand when somebody breaks up with me. And maybe chicks are different, but I want to know. Like, really? Like, okay, I'm too skinny, and you're just not turned on by that. I've heard that. That's fine.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay.
People have said that.
I can't fuck a skinny chick. I need a bitch with. It can't be bone on bone. I need some cushion. You know what I mean? I need something that pops back. So. So with her, I'm gonna be like, look, it had nothing to do with you. It was all on me, and here's what really happened. But when you're in the thick of it, you know, it's hard to articulate that. So now there's been some time. I'm all about emailing. I CC their business email too to make sure they get it.
So you email all of it.
I email after the breakup. I let some time go by, and I email the apology, and then I email like hey, I hope you're doing well. Like here's what happened.
As a criminal.
Yeah.
You're leaving a trail.
I know for sure, but
I mean, it seems like it's a good trail.
I don't talk about drug trafficking over the fucking.
You're being healthy.
Trying to be.
And you apologize in that email.
Mm-hmm.
Is it always you?
Is it always me?
No.
No. But this time it was, and I hurt somebody so bad.
Want a water?
And it caused me so much guilt that yeah, that's the reason, man. That's the reason I'm changing. Thank you, bud.
Really?
Yeah, that's how bad. That's how horrible this last year has been. Horrible.
I'm sorry. I know. I wouldn't.
No, it's all,
go
dude.
into that.
I love
sorry.
it. No, it's. But that's experience. That's why getting older rules, because you learn. If you don't learn from your mistakes, that's the problem. But.
So do you have any desire to be an actor?
No.
No
good at it anyways. 6'6". You can't fit me. You can't frame me up. Or what do they call it? Yeah, they can't.
Well, Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn's our tallest actor.
He's the exception. He did it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm considered tall for an actor.
For sure.
And I'm not even. I'm like maybe
6'1".
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like DiCaprio.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a really
dude. Yeah, I'm talking about your acting. I'm like, dude, you're sure there's fucking DiCaprio, but have you seen what Jay Kennedy can do?
Have you seen Kennedy? So you have no desire to be an actor.
No.
And then you want to be a touring
Acting's
comic.
fucking gay. Yeah, I want to be a touring comic.
Gay, and you mean like the old way gay, not the new way gay.
Yes, exactly.
See, we used to say gay, and Johnny's saying it like that's gay.
It's like it's kind of fruity. It's theater kids. He's groveling over.
Come on.
No,
but I do think
it's badass though.
Comedians are the best right now.
Yeah.
Actors are bitching down.
Yeah,
And rock
actors-
stars are bitching down.
Yeah.
And comedians are the only one really telling it. The ones that aren't bought.
I mean, but there's so much bad comedy that's making millions of dollars. We don't have to say their names, but
Wow.
they are the
Hater in the house.
Oh, absolutely.
Hater in the house.
Bro, you best believe my YouTube algorithm is all of those comedy gossip channels just like, look at how much
Really?
he sucks. Yeah, bro.
Why?
I hate because
That's not good, Johnny.
It's bad energy. I shouldn't do it.
You know why?
Why?
Because you were talking about something earlier, and I believe you're doing it. Manifestation. It's
Yes.
That's not even like crystal bullshit.
No, it's
It's
science.
actually real. It's a science. Thank
yeah.
you. And number 2 is you're what we call ruminating. Rumination.
Yeah.
It's like when your chick says, "Hey, you looking at that girl's? I'm scared for you to go to Burger King because the girl with the big ass works there,
Right.
and I know
The
you
fry
like,
cook.
and you're gonna look at her, and you're going, but I didn't even go to Burger King, and they're
Right.
causing a problem before you even
Cheating on you with a woman at Wendy's.
No, yo, buddy, not even that. She's cheating. You're cheating
Right.
on her in a scenario that didn't exist yet. That's manifesting it.
Right.
And ruminating.
Right.
So why? Because you're
Give
doing.
my energy. Why give my energy?
Because you're
yeah.
doing well.
Right. No, it's true. I think comedians all deep down, we have comics that we just don't like. We're like, how the is he? Ugh.
That's
he stinks.
That's where you're at because you haven't really totally broken through yet, but you're doing it
For sure.
And you're gonna realize when you start making it, you're gonna be so busy with your own stuff, you're
Yeah.
not gonna worry about that.
I know, but I need to live that now. So that's what manifesting is. It's living that like, hey, nothing bothers me. I'm already have this. Yeah, comedians. God love all the comedians, and there's no jealousy. It's all about what I put out, my work. It's all about the work.
Let me ask you a question. Because it's so much different now. Like anytime I was going up against comics coming up, you know all their names.
Right.
So you know them all now.
Yeah.
So whether it was Gary Owen, Sherry Shepard, Sarah Silverman,
Yeah.
Janine Garofalo, Andy Dick, Bill Burr.
Right.
Like we were all like going up for like one spot on Premium
Yeah.
Blend.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now,
You don't have to compete like that.
well, it's kind of sad because that platform is kind of non-relevant, which is sad, but also it did pick great people, like all the
did.
people we picked.
That's we shit on those, the synagogue, the Yamis. We shit on the Yamis, but they were
Did we?
tastemakers.
You did that. No, well, gatekeeping.
But they were tastemakers, though.
They are
those old
tastemakers.
school. Now they aren't. But the old school agent could really. There
Yeah.
was something about the gatekeeping that actually worked.
Because they had taste.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
now it's cool that thing is democratized.
Yeah.
The problem is you got to weed through a lot.
And there's a problem. Democracy doesn't really work that well. So, and when you see you give it over to the hands of the people, they choose who to go watch in a stadium. Who?
Well, this guy's really. You have beef.
I don't have beef. I don't
Here's
have
the
beef.
deal.
I'm just. I look at that. I'm like, oh, I can never do that. I can never.
But can I tell you something, dude?
Sure.
There's a person who is as sweet as pie, and she's a comedian, and I just got to know her, and she sells out 3,000 seaters, and I never knew her because she didn't come up through the ranks of the clubs and stuff. And God bless her.
Yeah.
She has her audience and she's killing it.
Right.
So
no, that's great. I'm not talking about a sweetheart like that. I'm talking about a real middle American Applebee's of comedy, dumbass, low writing, just gluttonous, just playing to people in Vegas. Your whole audience is people that come to Vegas.
Wow.
There's a couple people out there like that, but that's how all industry is, right? Like, who sells the most hamburgers? McDonald's.
Yeah.
Is that the best hamburger? Far from it.
It's
But
good,
that's
though.
in every business. It's like that. So it doesn't do any good because there's always going to be that market for like really just base, kind of dumb mass marketing, mass produced shit. So you're right. I shouldn't ruminate.
You're an artist. You're not a critic.
I think I am kind of an artist.
So that you don't want to be a critic. We're all
Yeah.
in this same game. These are our brothers and sisters of creativity.
Right.
'Cause you don't want people shitting on you.
No. I
But
get enough of that online.
But you have your own.
I do.
Niche.
I got to figure out how to. I got to figure out if this comedy shit's gonna work, dude. These next years are very exciting for Johnny Mitchell. We're gonna see if I can be a comedian, and we're gonna see if I can get married and have all that I spoke about wanting.
And
will tell.
whether it goes or it's a starter wife.
Yeah, it'll probably be a starter wife, but you need practice.
Yes. You also third person you third personed yourself there.
Starter home.
No, you
Starter home for my starter wife.
starter home. But you third personed yourself.
I did on purpose.
You know, the years are exciting for Johnny Mitchell.
Yeah,
You came out. You talked
that's
about
very
yourself.
Hollywood, bro.
But that's successful people do that. I never did that. But
And that's why I can't be these New York guys. I want to be around. I want to be like friends with them.
Yeah.
Like but they don't like that kind of shit. So it's like I'm always going to be an outsider. Is my point, Jamie? Which
what don't they like?
Well, they're very like
third person
self-deprecating. They don't like our LA like manifesting positivity. They would see it. So, which I understand. It's different strokes, but that's why at places like Skankfest, I'll always be the outsider. So I just gotta.
But they're very welcoming, and
They
there's
are.
comics from all over.
They're
here.
cool as fuck. No, they're cool as fuck. But to be in that clique, I don't think it's gonna happen. I have to have my own path, my own way. But that's fine. That's who I am. You know what I mean?
You're doing it your own way.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have your crew.
I don't have a crew.
You used to like Leo and
Yeah, but everybody kind of, nobody sees each other anymore. It's just the way of the business, right?
Do you think Hollywood's cool anymore?
No.
I agree with you.
No, I don't even think normal people think it's cool. Like, it's not even a thing that people want to grow up to do. Remember when we were kids? You're like, oh my God, I want to move to Hollywood and be George Clooney. It's not even a culturally relevant thing. People want to be on TikTok.
I agree.
And
I do too.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I want to become a buxom, coquettish,
Yeah, there you go.
young lass.
See, be cute with it.
Young lady boy.
I think that we've lost coyness in society.
We have.
Now, let me ask you a question on that topic. Do you think, because you're 38, I'm 16 years older than you, and I'm not a prude, but we used to have a good time. We'd go to Maxim parties. You know what Maxim is?
Maxim the magazine? Yeah.
The best parties. And it was awesome. And there was no camera phones.
Yeah, bro.
And it was great. But let me tell you, everything that, if there was fun to be had, it was all off campus.
Right.
Do you think our society has gone absolutely sexually insane?
Yes.
Sodom and Gomorrah?
Yes.
To the point where I'm getting turned off.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way? Does
Yeah.
Johnny Mitchell...
I just gave you the stat. 40% of people under 18.
But that's different. That's just a sexuality choice. I'm talking about, do you think society is almost grossly vile with sex now? Like,
I think it's...
people are putting it out there like so much. I'm like, what?
Yeah. 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 No, it's true. It's true.
Do you feel that? I'm just asking.
There's a nuance to it. May I?
Go for it.
So I think there's always been some depravity in society sexually.
Sure.
Like if you go back to read Henry Miller from like the 1910s, he's in these whorehouses in Paris.
Deep cut.
You know what I'm saying? So there's always been sexually depraved people. I don't know what it is about the species, right? It just is what it is. We're animals. So, but now you can broadcast it. You can show everything, and it creates sex addicts. It creates guys like me that are like trying to go for the next one. Like I want to get this next adrenaline boost.
Yeah.
The dopamine hits, right? Everybody is drained of their dopamine. Even if you're not even a degenerate, you're checking your phone. That's dopamine, right? Everybody's living with a certain amount of stress at all times because they're like, I want to check my phone. I wonder what's popping. You know what I mean? Like, do I have a couple of likes on my whatever? So it's all magnified. And if you listen to the guys that started social media, they're like, oh, our kids are not on this. This is poison. We put this out because it's, like we made billions, so now we want to tell you. I love that, right? The tech people are like, we made our billions, so now we're going to tell you how much we you. You know what I mean? And how bad all this shit is for you. Yeah, it's
saying
part and parcel of it.
It's everywhere.
But you're right.
And it's not cute. There's a way to do it, like you said, coquettish.
Coquettish. Have we lost? We have lost coquettishness.
But I will say,
the art of flirting, seduction.
Yes, but because I love women, but I like it when it's coy, like the old lady in the street freaking cheat, right? But you are a handsome guy.
Thanks.
Right? You're a smart guy. You're charming. You are a little vulgar.
I am vulgar for sure.
And you don't have
I think
to
it's
be.
so funny.
Isn't that funny? I sound like an old lady, but
do.
because I think that you can get farther without it. I sound like an old lady.
I'm trying not to be so vulgar on stage either, but I don't know how to be
Yeah.
funny otherwise.
Do you do any impressions?
I need
Characters?
No, I have no niche.
Jokes?
No jokes.
Observations?
No.
No, you go hard on stage. I do remember.
No. I'm Sam Tripoli put the ethos in me.
Yeah.
And prison and this is a great way to wrap it all together.
Yeah.
The ethos for me of comedy from the beginning was be hilarious. Too many people are trying to be cute and relatable. When I see people holding their stomachs when I'm on stage, like killing like that.
Wow.
Like they don't want to let out. It's a different kind of laugh, right? You know, there's the big laughs that we all love, right? Those ubiquitous where everyone lets it out. But then there's the one where people are like, I can't believe he said that, kind of doubling over laughter. That's the shit that I fucking love. And that's what being hilarious is. And Sam Tripoli told me that, to be hilarious. So, you know, I'll find my people somehow through that, you know? But there's a ton of money. At the end of the day, I don't have to be the biggest comic, but I'll be okay because I know how to just make money and invest money and get money.
You have 1 million followers.
Yeah, who cares? But I do.
It's awesome.
Thanks, man.
I did a show today, and they weren't doubling over, but it was early. It was 3 o'clock. So I got some teeters,
That's a good spot.
but I'm happy.
I got some teeters at 4
3,
o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Dude, I hate teeters, bro. I'm like, just don't laugh then.
Well, I got some but it was...
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, that's
early.
how they were today. Ha! Ha!
Listen, dude, I don't want to take your time. You're awesome.
This was fun, man.
I appreciate you coming
You're a
in
friend,
pinch.
dude.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
His podcast is called The Connect. Help
The
people.
Connect with Johnny Mitchell. You can find it on YouTube,
Yeah.
Spotify, anywhere you get podcasts.
Yeah.
Please follow me
Yeah.
on Instagram. That would really help, actually.
Yeah.
At I am Johnny Mitchell on Instagram.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, man. And if you're don't even DM me. Don't even I'm learning. I used to tell people on podcasts, yo, if you're a bad bitch, slide.
Don't do it.
Don't slide.
No.
Don't slide. Just be my fan.